High school sports on Ticket TV is brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Bangor, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street, Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Heroes is the place to be. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-BEAR. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's education for 56 years. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Darling's Auto Group, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Doors Equipment Company, Union Street Towing, Pushaw Energy, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place, Hillside Athletics, UMaine Early College, Bangor Tire Company, Old Town Redemption Center, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Traditions Golf Course, North Star Waste and Recycling, Bar Harbor Hannaford, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Hopkins Energy, Coastal Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, and Thomas College. Now let's get you out to the action on Ticket TV.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Hedrick Field here at Brewer High School, and welcome to high school baseball on Ticket TV. Thanks for joining us at 929theticket.com or on your Ticket app as we get set for this Class A North matchup between the rivals, the Bangor Rams, and the Brewer Witches. Jim Churchill along with Ernie Clark on hand for this one, along with our Ticket TV crew. Nice day for baseball here today. They have been few and far between. But Ernie, we got a good one here today, and a good matchup between Bangor at 3-1 and Brewer at 2-2.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, I was thinking driving in, when's it ever going to cool off, Jim? But it's
tomorrow.
Yes. It's a topic for another month, hopefully, or 2 or 3 or 4. Yes, indeed. Good ball game shaping up here between the rivals from across the river to each other. Bangor Rams 3-1 on the season. Brewer Witches 2-2. In what looks to be a pretty balanced Class A North. Messalonski's still the only undefeated team at 4-0, but there's a lot of teams that have started the process of beating each other up. A lot of it depends on pitching matchups, so we should have a good one today with Blake Littlefield for Brewer, their ace.
Logan.
Against, Logan. No, Blake.
Oh, it is Blake.
It is
okay,
Blake.
I'm sorry.
Oh, geez, don't get me going.
I'm sorry.
Against Lucas Rutherford of Bangor, who has a win to his credit in a victory over Brunswick. Pitched 4 innings in a 5-inning game. And Camden Hills, but both those pitchers off to good starts this season, and we'll see if the bats can respond to the challenges that each team's pitcher is going to put out there.
Pre-game show presented by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for your course at northeastdrivingschool.com. Let's take a quick look at those standings in Class A North, and we'll see the Rams and the Witches kind of in the middle of things.
Yeah, Bangor, I believe, is in 5th place right now with the 3-1 record. Hamden at 3-3, benefiting from volume of games a little bit as well as the record, because they've played more games, I believe, than anybody else in the division, with 6 of their 16 already complete. Mount Ararat, Messalonski 2-3, Mount Blue with just 2 games into their belt, the 4 seed, and then Bangor at 3-1, Oxford Hills, Lewiston, and Brewer at 2-2. Has what would be, at this moment at least, the final playoff berth in the division, but obviously plenty of time before that's timed out. And then you look at a Brunswick team, number 9, at 4-1, but it's kind of who you play and how the teams you're playing are doing, and so the standings don't mean a ton at this point. It's more just accumulating wins as much as you can, because they'll pay off for you in the end.
Standings brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union, and our coverage here today presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. And we're also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Main Street in Bangor, and Union Street in Bangor as well. Those local locations are hiring. Visit jobs.mchire.com and apply today. Let's take a look at the Bangor Ram roster under Coach Dave Morris. Going over the ground rules right now around home plate.
Yeah, young team, just 3 seniors on the roster. Big junior class, 14 strong. 1 sophomore, 2 freshmen, both of whom start for Dave Morris's club. He's gone young the last couple of years. Last year went young, but still made it to the A North final, and this year off to a good start again with a a very young roster. Rutherford, the pitcher today, one of the juniors on the campus of Brewer High School the Ram squad.
Maine Principals Association.
And our player spotlight for the Bangor Rams.
Yeah, it's against your home team, the Brewer Witches.
Going to be the leadoff hitter.
Let's meet
Gavin Glanville-True, junior center fielder, has kind of been patrolling the outfield since his freshman year. And he's a key to the offense in terms of being the leadoff batter, and the Rams needing him to get on base to ignite rallies, particularly in the first inning. But every time he's up, set things up as a table setter for the power hitters in the lineup.
And now the Brewer Witches roster, led by Dana Corey, former Witch himself.
Yes, veteran team here. Again, 10 seniors on this Brewer roster, 4 juniors, 2 sophomores on the 16-player varsity roster, another 16 on the JVs. But again, a fairly veteran team. And their feature player spotlight, Blake Littlefield, number 24, will be starting on the mound today, batting second in the lineup. And he has a win. Pitched a 2-hitter in a complete game victory over Oxford Hills to open the season. It was a 2-0 Brewer win to get them off to a good start. Pitched in relief in that 14-inning victory over Ellsworth. That has been his other appearance, and this will be his second start of the season.
Our roster is brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. Our coverage here today also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Call them at 942-2226. or visit LevesqueSupply.com. And our coverage also brought to you by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. All right, we are going to take a timeout. That'll do it for the Northeast Driving School pregame show. When we come back, we will take a look at the program histories for these 2 schools, and we'll get you the starting lineups and the first pitch. This is high school baseball on Ticket
now the
TV.
Team members from Brewer High School. First, number 4, Thomas Pelkey.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's
back here at Hedrick Field in Brewer. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark, and our Ticket TV team getting set for this Monday afternoon matchup between the Bangor Rams and the Brewer Witches. Ernie, without further ado, we're going to get to the program histories here shortly, but let's go to those starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors from Bangor.
From Bangor Rams, batting order. Number 9, Gavin Glanville True in center field, leading off. Ethan Sproul, the third baseman, batting second. Scotty Sockerbasin at first base. Third, Kyle Johnson, the right fielder, batting cleanup. Caden Karam DHing for Zach Coder in the 5 spot. Lucas Rutherford, the starting pitcher today for the Rams, batting 6. Teddy Stevenson, the shortstop. Jacoby Harvey, the second baseman, and Trey Tennant, the first baseman. The left fielder, round out the batting order. Brewer defensively. In the outfield, they have Eli Wall in left, Jake Perry in center, Dylan Netto in right. Around the infield, Cooper Charette in Logan Littlefield at shortstop, Aiden Bernard at second base, and Parker Bouchard, the catcher. First baseman is Andy Clifford, and the pitcher is Blake Littlefield.
All right, throw down at second base. We're just about set for the first pitch in this ball game.
I got a little confused. I read Andy Clifford. Well, I've never seen him called Andy Clifford.
No, Anderson.
It's always been Anderson Clifford.
Threw me off, too.
Yeah.
Gavin Glanville True.
All right, Gavin Glanville True to the plate. Facing Blake Littlefield. Our coverage here today presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor. First pitch from Blake Littlefield. Misses inside, ball 1. We are right on top of the action here, Ernie.
Yeah,
fastball drilled in there. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, about 10 yards from home plate.
Littlefield hits that outside corner. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Glanville True. Good look there at the center fielder for the Rams. And that pitch inside. And Glanville True down to first base as he is hit by the 4th pitch of the ball game.
Hit by pitch brings up the third base to number 4.
Well, we've seen plenty of those so far this season. That a high breaking ball there after 3 straight fastballs to get in the head and count 1 and 2. But Bangor and Glanville True get on base to lead off this game.
It's going to bring up Ethan Sproul, third baseman for the Rams. Here's the pitch by Littlefield. Back to the fastball and strike 1. Wheel and fire to first base. Glanville True with some good speed. Diving back to the bag safely. Scotty Sockerbasin in the on-deck area here for Bangor.
Dave Morris is moved his lineup around quite a bit here during the start of the season.
And that ball is shot through the left side. Base hit for Ethan Sproul. Stomping at second base, Glanville True. So 2 men on here for Bangor with nobody out. And an opportunity here for Scotty Sockabasin.
He's one of the players that hasn't moved that much. He's batted between 3rd and 5th in the lineup throughout the 3-1 start for Bangor. Sproul batted 6th in the game we had on Ticket TV last week against Hamden Academy. Moved up to the 2 spot today.
Blake Littlefield goes with a breaking pitch. That one misses well outside. Morin sliding to his right. Not sure what the dimensions are here at Hedrick Field.
Well, I believe I was told it was 400 to center.
Okay, breaking pitch dropped in for strike 1. Kyle Johnson due up next for Bangor.
Because it looks a little deeper to right field than it does to left, because left field has a tarp over the fence that says Hedrick Field, home of the Brewer Witches, and right field is portable fencing. So it's kind of open. So it seems a lot deeper.
Inner half of the strike zone, 1-2 to Sockabasin. Dave Morris coaching at third base. He is assisted by Thomas True, Chad Gilly, Jackson Anderson, and Rob Sprang. Littlefield, a couple looks back at the base runner, now to the plate. And that breaking pitch misses high. It's 2-2. Dana Corey, head coach of the Witches, assisted by Dennis Kaya, Chris McGrath, Eric Pinkham. Rob Dominic is the JV coach at Brewer. Here's the pitch. And that ball is shot to right field. Struck pretty well. Long run. And that ball is going to be up against the fence off the bat of Sockabasin. Here comes Glanville True. He will score easily. Sproul being sent right behind him. And the Rams, through 3 batters, are going to have a 2-0 lead. Scotty Sockabasin goes the opposite field with a shot into the gap. Picks up 2 RBIs. Rams a quick start.
He did get the second then. Yeah, took a high pitch there and just drove it to the gap in right center field. The ball carried well as well. Got to the fence in a hurry, bounced it 2, and that time the 2 base runners are aboard. Scored with no difficulty at all.
Kyle Johnson takes ball 1. Well, you never know how a rally's going to start, but a free base generally isn't good. And there's a half swing by Johnson, went around.
Now,
1-1.
You make that pitcher start from the stretch right at the beginning of the game. A, they probably haven't warmed up that much from the stretch. And then B, it just takes away a little bit from the fastball in most cases.
Breaking pitch and a good one. It's a called strike off the mitt. Throw down to third, and Sockabasin with a head-first slide. He's in safely. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Johnson. A pass ball. Pitch was called a strike.
Yeah, just popped out. Was breaking pitch outside.
Johnson wide stance at the plate. Slightly open stance. Pitch by Littlefield. Misses low and away. 2-0 Bangor. 4th batter of the ball game. Sockabasin at third. Had the 2-run double. Caden Karam due up next. Here's a pitch to Johnson. He's going to sky it on the infield. Who's got it? Blake Littlefield battling the wind, and that one's going to fall in safely. As they left Littlefield all to himself there in the middle of the diamond. Now he is certainly capable, but the wind taking that one out beyond the pitcher's mound and falling in safely for Kyle Johnson.
Yeah, it's certainly different trying to make that play coming off the mound than it is in his normal position, for instance, which is second base. Different angle, got a breeze today that's playing into balls hit in the air, and that was hit very highly in the air. Tough play, goes as an infield hit.
First and third, still nobody out. And Karam takes a healthy cut. Comes up empty, 0-1.
Karam, one of the 2 freshmen in the lineup that today is the DH. against Hamden. He played right field, and he's also
And
pitched.
they get the safety squeeze on here. That's going to be bunted foul. 0-2 to Karam.
Did a pretty good job of not rushing that. Got bat on ball, but just got underneath a little bit.
Pitch by Littlefield. It's going to go all the way to the backstop. Ricochets back to the catcher. Runners remain at second and third.
Yeah, you got to be careful as a base runner at third base, because that ball took about half a second to get off the backstop and then back to the catcher.
Yeah, you don't need to throw it at anybody. You just got to kind of wait for it to come to you.
Yeah.
2-2 now to Caden Karam. Caden is the kicker on the Bangor Ram football team. And that breaking pitch misses high, full count. Karam awaits the payoff pitch. Here it is, and a swing and a miss. There is the first out here in the top of the first inning. Caden goes down swinging, one away.
17, Lucas Rutherford.
Now the pitcher, Lucas Rutherford, will come to the plate.
That's a good fastball up in the zone. He's really struggled with his curveball, getting that across. Mostly high.
Breaking pitch. Finds that outside edge. 0-1.
Until I said that. And then he
Right
threw a
on
perfect
cue.
one. Right across the middle of the plate to the outside corner.
Fastball just a little bit above the strike zone. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a good fastball there. Outer half. 1-2 now on the Ram pitcher. Saka Basin at third. Johnson at second. 2 runs in for Bangor, top of the first inning. The 1-2 deal, breaking pitch, back to the pitcher, and Littlefield took his eye off the baseball, tries to pick it up, and he is having one of those half innings right now. He took a look towards the third base line, looking for the base runner. Took his eye off the baseball, lost it, and then rushing a little bit, tried to pick up the baseball and could not grip it, and that allowed Saka Basin to score from third base.
You won on the play there. A chance to get one out. All I had to do is pick it up and look the runner back. And then if there's a throw to be made to third, make it, but then go to first. But tried it a second time, and neither time could he pick up the ball.
Johnson staying at second base. First and second, 3 runs in. Still just 1 out. And Teddy Stevenson, the shortstop, at the plate. Breaking pitch, and Stevenson takes that one outside. And a big cut there by Stevenson, no contact. Johnson started at second base, put on the brakes, and the runner at first base, Rutherford, started.
It's about a third of the way down there.
Saw that Johnson was not on the move.
I don't think Morin wanted to throw behind him because that would allow Johnson to get to third.
Littlefield induces a chopper. This time he fields it, straightens, fires to first, and that is the second out. 1-3 on the play. Stevenson retired. Johnson over to third base. Rutherford now standing at second base. An important batter here early in this game. Brewer does not want to get down 5-0.
Yeah, Brewer's only averaging three runs a game offensively so far this season. So
strike 1 to the freshman, Jacoby Harvey. Littlefield the set, his pitch, and that one's up and in. High school baseball on Ticket TV, presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course, 240 West Old Town Road in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. That one sails outside. Thanks to all of our great sponsors, including Hidden Meadows. Good day for golf, and a cut on and miss.
Took a little something off that one there. Change up evens a count.
2 balls, 2 strikes to the Rams' second baseman. Littlefield's pitch goes with the bender, misses outside. Outfield playing Harvey pretty much straight away. Here's the pitch by Littlefield, and that's low. It's off the catcher's mitt, goes to the backstop. But again, backstop not very far from home plate, so Johnson remains at third base. Rutherford at second, on at first. With the walk is Harvey.
36 pitches in the opening frame for Blake Littlefield, so his chances to get deep into the game growing more dim here with every batter.
Base is loaded. That one's in for a strike to Trey Tennant. Littlefield from the windup, misses outside. High school baseball and softball and lacrosse on Ticket TV, brought to you by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU, a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. Again, that one gets past Morin, but ricochets right back to him near home plate.
That's 3 of those in the I don't know if you think about pitching a little differently. Not you're trying to throw wild pitches,
Can
but
be a little more aggressive.
But you can be, because you know the ball's going to come right back.
Swing and a miss. 2-2 to Trey Tennant.
Number 9 hitter for the Rams.
And Trey takes a curveball outside. Second straight full count here.
Yeah.
For Littlefield, his third here in the first inning. Rams have batted around. Littlefield shakes off one sign, likes the second one, goes with a fastball, and it would have been ball 4, but Tennant could not hold back on the swing. 2 strikeouts in the first inning for Littlefield, but he gives up 3 runs to Bangor. He does strand 3 as well. After a half inning here at Hedrick Field, it is Bangor 3 and Brewer coming to the plate on Ticket TV.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we are in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Blackbird Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
We are back here in Brewer at Hedrick Field. Rams picked up 3 runs in the top of the first inning. Brewer coming to the plate. Before we get to the first pitch here in the bottom of the first inning, let's check in on the program histories. First for Bangor baseball and a busy graphic.
Yes, rich in championship tradition. They've actually made it to the regional championship game 9 of the last 10 years that we've had a baseball season. That, of course, includes or doesn't include the 2020 season when there was no high school baseball. Most recently in the regional final in 2022. It's been a few years since they've won a state championship, 2018. Last year went 9-6-1 during the regular season. Made it to the regional final before they lost to the Messalonskee Eagles, who obviously won the 2024 Class A North title.
And for the Brewer Witches, won state championship in Class B back in 2018.
Yep, 2018 regional championships as recently as 2008. They've been a regular postseason participant. Last year came in as the 8th seed, knocked off number 1 Hamden Academy 1-0 in the quarterfinals before losing to Bangor 7-3 in the regional semifinals.
All right, Lucas Rutherford has completed his warm-up tosses.
Leading off for the Witches, number 11, Jake Perry.
Jake Perry will start things for Brewer. Center fielder for the Witches. First pitch from Rutherford is in for strike 1.
Yeah, Hounds with a 3-run lead here. Rutherford, his primary mission right now is to throw strikes. Let his defense do the work for him. We mentioned Brewer, not the most offensive-minded team early in the season, averaging 3 runs a game through their 2-2 start. It's not that they're not minded, but it's just not happening yet for the most part.
Into the catcher's mitt. 0-2 on Perry. Trying to get something started here for Brewer, trailing 3-0. And that one wasted upstairs. 1-2. Blake Littlefield, Logan Littlefield due next. Rutherford's pitch, breaking pitch, and that's called strike 3.
Perry knew that as it broke across from the inside, across into the middle
Now
of the plate.
batting,
Nice
number 24,
pitch
Blake
there by
Littlefield.
Rutherford.
See how Rutherford sets up in the set position. That left leg very much crossing his right leg as you look out there on the mound. You can see his number on the back of his uniform, and then kind of comes 3/4. Can be difficult for a right-handed batter. Strike 1 to Blake Littlefield. And that one is low. 1-2 to Blake. I know it's a little late, Ernie, but now that you've seen the Rams pick up 3 runs, give us your keys to today's ball game.
Well, Brewer obviously has to figure out a way to score some runs. They've had a couple of things taken away from them already, and that's the sacrifice bunt to try to get 1 run at a time, and also, probably in most cases, the stolen base.
Littlefield pops it up foul behind the plate.
And right now they're trying to do that against a pitcher who early on here in Rutherford throwing strikes, where that wasn't the case here for Brewer. They got bit by first batter hit by pitch in that top of the first.
On a 1-2 pitch, too.
Yeah, indeed. Head of the count.
Breaking pitch, back past the pitcher, charging Stevenson, throws across his body in time. Nice play there by Teddy. Out number 2 here in the bottom of the first inning.
Yeah, slowly hit ball there, but again,
now batting the shortstop, number 14, Logan.
You got the turf, you
Littlefield.
got true hops here, no infield dirt to think about, and Stevenson could charge it and then a strong arm throw to first base for the second out.
Good job there by Rutherford, too. Didn't feel good about the backhand there. Let it go through
Yeah.
to Stevenson.
Yeah, it had the inclination. He probably could have got his glove on the ball. I don't know if he would be able to come up with it. And he didn't know either, and so he let it go and let his defense do the work.
Keys to the game brought to you by Darlings in Bangor, Ellsworth, and Newport. With a great selection and great service, they're ready to put you behind the wheel. Visit darlings.com or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings. 2-0 the count to Logan Littlefield. Shortstop for the Witches.
Yeah, to the lead. Bangor, Rutherford needs to throw strikes, and the rest of the team needs to play the defense. And we've seen early signs of that here.
And that one grabbing the outside edge. 2-1. Anderson Clifford would hit next. Rutherford's deal is high, 3-1.
First time I've seen Rutherford pitch, but he looks like a pitcher out there. He's got the big, strong Roger Clemens type legs to build off.
Can't you find another example?
Well, they were.
I've heard enough about him in the last couple days.
Well, that's his son's fault.
Ball 4, so Logan Littlefield drawing the base on balls.
Now batting for the Witches, number 1, Anderson Clifford.
Today's game brought to you by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader for 54 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. You can also get your Mother's Day gift cards at deansdetailing.com or at 264 3rd Street in Bangor. Ball 1 to Anderson Clifford. First baseman, cleanup batter for Brewer.
And Zach Coda behind the plate told him not to worry about the runner at first base. He's pretty much got a point there. Try to concentrate on getting the batter.
Plate umpire says Clifford offered at that pitch.
Torrey Layer working behind the plate this afternoon.
Bill Julie on the bases. Fastball missing inside, 2-1. And that's our shot to left center field off the bat of Anderson Clifford. Littlefield up to second, rounds the base. He will stay right there. So first and second for Brewer here with 2 outs. Bottom of the first inning, Bangor leading at 3-0.
Aiden Barnard.
Aiden Barnard is going to bat here for Brewer, second baseman for Coach Dana Corey.
One of the 2 sophomores on Brewer's roster. He had 2 hits in the Witches' last game, an 8-4 loss to Skowhegan.
One's up and in. Bangor and Brewer softball playing off to our right. High above Hedrick Field at Coffin Field. And now Zach Coda is going to make a trip to the hill along with head coach Dave Morris.
Yeah, I think he's overthrowing here a little bit. Started out in a pretty good rhythm there for the first couple of batters, but against the middle of the Brewer lineup, trying to overthrow a little bit, and it's causing some wildness.
High school baseball, softball, and lacrosse on Ticket TV, brought to you in part by the Fitch Company, where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at fitchcompany.com. Coach Morris has had his say. He's back in the first base dugout. Pitch to Barnard, and a swing and a miss. 2-1. Cooper Charette, third baseman, due up next for Brewer. And that ball fouled off to the right out of play. 2-2.
Not sure what exactly Dave Morris said to his pitcher, but Rutherford's responded with 2 straight pitches down in the zone.
Probably a slight mechanical adjustment.
Yeah, slow down.
Runner's taking off from second base. Runner at first base staying, so stolen base for Logan Littlefield. He is at third base with 2 outs. Clifford remaining at first base. The pitch inside, and it's a full count here to Barnard. Clifford will be on the move here with 2 outs. Payoff pitch. And that ball is shot to left field. Ranging back, though, is Tennant, and he'll make the catch for the final out, which is with some solid contact there late in the first inning, but they do not score. After 1 here at Hedrick Field, it is the Rams 3, the Witches nothing. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped. Get sold. Next Home Experience.
Back here at Hedrick Field, Jim Churchill, along with Ernie Clark in the Dean's Detailing broadcast booth. Sunny skies here in Brewer for this matchup between the two rivals, the Bangor Rams and the Brewer Witches. Rams a 3-spot in the top half of the first inning, Witches stranding 2 in the bottom of the first inning. Blake Littlefield back to the hill for the Witches, trying to get his feet underneath him on that pitcher's mound. Struggled in the first inning with some control issues and made an error in the field himself to help the Bangor cause.
Yeah, walked one, hit one, struck out 2, but committed an infield error as well, which allowed that third run, led to that third run scoring.
Our coverage here today brought to you in part by Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, offering custom blinds, shades, drapery, and outdoor awnings. Bangor Window Shade, 105 Main Street in Bangor. Also brought to you by Union Street Towing. Stuck on the side of the road, Union Street Towing has you covered 24/7 statewide. From breakdowns to lockouts, they'll get you moving fast. Call them at 942-4200. Union Street Towing, driven to be there when you need them most.
Littlefield spent virtually the entire top of the first pitching from the stretch after he hit the first batter, Gavin Glanville-True, who's up now.
Rams batted around in that first inning, so Glanville-True leading off the second as well. Fouls it up on the backstop. Gavin was hit by the pitch, scored the first Ram run. Batting leadoff for Dave Morris. Takes a breaking pitch inside, covers a lot of ground in center field. Pitch by Littlefield, and it dips low, just below the knees. And that pitch, a hard one, and inside, spinning Glanville-True away from the plate.
Not missing by much, but missing in different locations those last 2 pitches.
And missed by a goodly amount there, way over the head of the catcher Bouchard to the backstop. And that is ball 4, so Glanville-True from the leadoff spot on for the second
third
time.
Base, number 4, Ethan.
And back to the stretch goes Blake Littlefield here.
Today's game brought to you by Uno Pizzeria and Grill, 725 Stillwater Avenue in Bangor. Great food, great drinks, great vibes. For takeout, call 947-5000 or visit unos.com. Sproul, a base hit to left field his first trip. Scored the second Ram run. Breaking pitch, again, just outside that strike zone. It's 1-0. See the base runner across the way there briefly. And Littlefield right now, really battling the control.
He's all over the place. In the first inning, for much of it, he was wild high. Right here, so far in the second inning, he's kind of wild.
Vacillating between up and down, and this one is outside. It's 3-0 to Sproul.
7 of the first 8 pitches in this inning out of the strike zone.
Littlefield's pitch misses high, ball 4, 2 straight walks. First and second for Bangor, nobody out. Let's take a look at the upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket. As Dana Corey's going to make a trip to the mound. Coming up tonight, Game 1, second round matchup between the New York Knicks and the Boston Celtics from the TD Garden. Pregame show with Grandy and Max at 6:30 on The Ticket. And then tomorrow evening, the 500 Red Sox, 18-18, will play host to the Texas Rangers. Pregame show at 5:45. Same scenario on Wednesday. And then the Rangers and Red Sox will culminate their 3-game series with a matinee on Thursday, and we'll have some NBA on ESPN Radio Thursday night.
Well, Red Sox They call you yet about pitching in the bullpen? Boy, oh boy.
Yep.
Well, they're not getting a ton of runs.
I've
but
been told Slayton has closer material.
Yeah, he's closing all right. He's closing for the Twins last night.
Here's a strike at the letters to Scotty Sakabason. Sakabason went oppo in that first inning. Right center field gap with a blast up against the fence.
Went with a high outside pitch and took it plenty deep.
Breaking pitch pulled to third. This could be a double play opportunity. A little bobble there briefly, and the throw to first is going to be wide of the mark as Charette, anticipating the opportunity at the double play, may have rushed things just a little bit. Lost control of the baseball. Fortunate for him, able to grab it in midair.
Still had time after, though, he touched the base.
Throw towards second base.
Not the fastest guy on the lineup, but the throw was off to the infield side of first base, and he was able to reach easily, and still first and second, but now one out.
Brewer will take the out, though.
Yep.
Get the force at third. Sakabason, the fielder's choice. And here's Johnson hitting in the air. Shallow center field. And a side-saddled catch there by Logan Littlefield following that baseball. Tracking it well for the second out.
Now batting number 10, Kate.
Well, this would be a victory for Blake Littlefield after walking the first two batters if he can get out of this second inning unscathed.
Well, he's got a 2-pitch out to Sakabason and the first pitch out to Johnson. And you're right, big batter here. Caden Karam, we'll see if the freshman wants to drive home that run from second base. Littlefield wants to keep a clean sheet here on the top of the second.
And that one fouled back to the backstop. Dana Corey working some magic with his trip to the mound so far. Little ground ball, shallow pop up to center field. 0-2 to Caden Karam. DH went down swinging his first time up. 0-2 to the freshman, and a swing and a miss, strike three, and that will do it for the Rams in the second inning. So Blake Littlefield walked the first two Bangor batters here in the second inning, but the Rams do not score after 1.5 at Hedrick. 3-0 Rams. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. DeansDetailing.com.
All right, we are back here at Hedrick Field. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark. High school baseball on Ticket TV. Rams, a 3-run first inning. Grabbing the lead. Brewer coming to the plates here in the bottom of the second inning. Due up for the Witches, Cooper Charette, Dylan Nato, and the catcher, Parker Bouchard. I want to remind you on Maine Sports Leader 92.9 The Ticket, local programming to start your day and end your day. It is the morning roast weekdays from 6 to 8 a.m. with Brian Sullivan, Greg Hirsch, Tyler Cruz, and Jeff Hoke. And the drive weekday afternoons. Aaron Jackson, Mark Paulette on the air right now. Ernie and me here at Hedrick doing some high school baseball. And the first pitch by Rutherford misses up and in. Ball one to Charette.
Yeah, this is about as comfortable a late afternoon as we've had so far.
And that pitch in tight, bending Charette back. It's 2-0. Rutherford's pitch, and Charette late on that fastball up in the zone. Today's game brought to you in part by Bennett Auto Center. Experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. 2-1 deal, and that's foul to the backstop. Also brought to you by Doors Equipment Company, your local Kubota dealer. Doors can help you with all of your equipment needs. Now offering 0 down, 0% APR for 84 months on select models. Visit DoorsEquipment.com. 2-2, and another foul ball off the bat of Charette, hanging tough. Rutherford setting at the midsection,
nice
delivers,
curve.
and a breaking pitch and a swing and a miss. All those fastballs, then goes with the curveball, getting Charette. It is the second strikeout in the ball game for Rutherford.
Had him set up there after falling behind 2-0 in the count.
Brings up Dylan Netto. Right fielder takes one up and in. Sproul at third base, step or two behind the bag. Same for Saka Basin at first, middle infield deep, and there's a drive to left field, struck well, Tennant going back, and that's going to be over his head, and it's going to jump over the left field fence. That'll be a ground rule double for Dylan Netto.
The double brings up number 32,
Which is
Parker
looking for their
Bouchard.
first run of the ball game. Parker Bouchard coming up.
And Netto turning on that one. Inside pitch, inside part of the plate, and just jolted it. Trey Tennant couldn't get to it.
Felt good for Dylan.
Yeah.
Sounded good off the bat. Here's the pitch by Rutherford, pitch number 33 for the right-hander, and it's low and outside, ball one.
Yeah, Parker Bouchard playing Caden Morin, the typical catcher for the Witches, not in the starting lineup this afternoon.
Rutherford's pitch, breaking pitch, and they're going to say the batter went around as they appealed to the base umpire, Mr. Julie. So it's 1-1 on Bouchard, or Bouchard, as Aaron Smith, the PA announcer, said. Ooh, good bender there, cutting into the strike zone. Caleb Colby due up next, and Bouchard is going to go down swinging. Second strikeout in the frame for the right-hander Rutherford, third in the ball game.
Colby.
And now the number 9 batter, Caleb Colby.
Rutherford showing good control with a curveball right now. He's fallen behind the count with fastballs, but come back with the breaking pitches and 2 strikeouts and the 3 batters.
Ball 1 to Caleb. And swing and a miss. Colby, the DH, for Eli Wall, the left fielder. And good fastball there, bearing in on the right-handed batter.
Yeah, Rutherford going right at the number 9 batter in the Brewer lineup here. Overpowered in the last 2 pitches.
And at second, 2 outs. Here's the 1-2, and that will be strike 3. And Lucas Rutherford strikes out the side, gives up the double to Netto, but he is stranded at second base. We played 2 here at Hedrick Field in Brewer. It's 3-0 Bangor on Ticket TV.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for number 2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
3-0 Bangor after 2 here in Brewer. Blake Littlefield had a tough first inning for the Witches. Back out there for his 3rd inning of work. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. Baseball today on TTV. We'll have some softball for you on Wednesday from Hamden Academy. MDI Trojans taking on the Broncos at 4:15. More baseball on Thursday. We'll be back at Old Town High School. Saw a good game there last week between Hamden and Old Town on the baseball diamond. This time it'll be Herman at Old Town. Mount Blue and Bangor baseball on Monday, and then another rivalry game on Tuesday. Orono Red Riots taking on Old Town. First pitch by Littlefield goes with the curveball, misses outside to his counterpart, Lucas Rutherford. Rutherford reached on an error by the Brewer pitcher. His first trip to the plate, takes ball 2. And that one misses high. Tell right from the get-go, Blake was a little off here today.
Yeah, it's may have some longer-term consequences for Brewer too. They've got 2 more games this week and 4 games next week. So.
And there's ball 4, a 4-pitch walk to Rutherford to lead off the 3rd inning.
The walk brings up number 19, Teddy Stevenson.
They can't afford to have Littlefield, one of the top pitchers, if not the top pitcher, coming out early of his start. He's 61 pitches right now, and we're 6 outs into the game. Already
Dave Morris got a pinch runner at first base. Number 13 taking over. That's Jackson Varney. Senior outfielder. Pinch running for Rutherford. Give him a chance to kick back and relax. Starting pitcher for the Rams.
Yeah, Varney, good speed out there. Halfback in football for Bangor.
Teddy Stevenson at the plate. Here's the pitch, and he takes it over the outside corner. Strike 1. Stevenson grounded out to the pitcher Littlefield in the 1st inning. Throw to first by Littlefield, a little high there, but handled routinely by Anderson Clifford, veteran first baseman for Brewer. Barney bluffing, not going, and Stevenson takes a big hack, no contact, and it's 0-2. Littlefield looks over at the base runner, the pinch runner Varney, held by Clifford, and he misses. 1-2 now to Teddy Stevenson. Breaking pitch, and a swing and a miss. First base occupied, so no throw required there. Stevenson goes down swinging. That's out number 1 here in the 3rd. High school baseball, softball, and lacrosse on Ticket TV this spring, brought to you by Pat's Pizza in Hamden. Whether playing or just watching, baseball can work up quite an appetite. That's when it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Strike 1 to Jacoby Harvey.
I wouldn't be surprised to see Varney off and running at some point. It is the backup catcher for Brewer in the game. Morin's got a gun, but he's not available today.
Fastball outside. One, and a swing and a miss. Jacoby was pulling off that pitch a little bit. Runner not going at first. Breaking pitch missing. Jacoby's father, pretty good baseball player. Bucksport. Went to the University of Maine briefly and then ended up at Husson University. Coached at Husson University. Runner going here, and the pitch is strike. Good pitch to throw down on, but it's going to be too late. That'll be a stolen base for Jackson Varney. And he is in scoring position here with 2 outs.
Now batting,
the pitch
number
was
7,
a call,
Trey
strike
Tennant.
3. So 2 strikeouts here in the third for Littlefield. As the man at second base, and now the number 9 batter, Trey Tennant, coming up.
There's a 5 for the game now. 2 2/3 inning.
And there's strike 1.
By the way, a pretty good throw by Bouchard.
On the base.
Close play at second, but Brownie with a swipe.
And a swing and a miss by Tennant. Nothing in 2. Chance here for Littlefield to strike out the side. Rutherford struck out the side in the bottom of the second. The right-hander works, and this one up and away. Which is lacrosse team, plays here at Hedrick Field as well. Pickoff play at second, and Varney getting back the bag. Logan Littlefield goes tumbling over the base runner. Fastball and a foul tip into the catcher's mitt. So Littlefield does indeed strike out the final 3 batters in the top of the third inning. Rams go down. They'll strand a runner at second base. We played 2.5 here at Hedrick Field. 3-0 Bangor. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Have you tried the new Happy Hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Lucas Rutherford warming up for his 3rd inning of work here at Hedrick Field. Nice afternoon for baseball. This game just about 50 minutes old. It's 3-0 Bangor through 2.5 minutes. Jim Churchill, Ernie Clark here in the Dean's Detailing broadcast position, right behind home plate.
Leading off the bottom of the third.
Top of the lineup due for
11,
Brewer
Jake
here against Rutherford.
Perry.
Jake Perry, and then the Littlefields, Blake and Logan. Going to get to our school profiles here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Always great anticipation, Ernie, for the
Yes.
Did you know?
Try to
Pitch up over the head of Perry, a breaking pitch, ball 1.
provide a little local education.
We are a multifaceted broadcast. 1-0 pitch. Ooh, and that one going by Perry. We'll get the profiles here right after Jake.
Because we could come up with the most extravagant did you know in the world, and somebody will tell us I already knew that.
Yeah.
It's just
But it's a question. Did you know?
Right.
Sometimes it's yes, sometimes
Of course
it's
we
no.
know that. Well, no, you didn't.
There's a line drive off the bat over the heads of many fans standing down there along the first base fence. 2-1 to Jake Perry. That went off the end of the bat to the backstop. Jake, a three-sport athlete here at Brewer High School, football player, basketball player, and playing in center field for Dana Corey. 2-2, and make it a full count. Which is looking for some offense, as Ernie mentioned, averaging about 3 runs per game. That sounds higher than what they averaged last year. They were offensively challenged last year as well.
Yeah, you're right. They really struggled offensively.
Ooh, that pitched, almost got a piece of Jake. He'll take ball 4.
The walk brings up number 24.
All right, let's
Blake
check in on the
Littlefield.
school profile for the Bangor Rams, Bangor High School.
Enrollment 1,100. Steve Edestein, the athletic administrator. Paul Butler, the principal. And Sam the Ram,
the mysterious
singular school mascot. Did you know Bangor High School's science team is nationally recognized and has won multiple state championships in the Science Olympiad?
Wow, good for them. Check swing there, no swing as they appeal to the base umpire.
Well, Brewer's done pretty good in robotics in recent years as well. I don't know. I guess that would come under the science mantle.
Oh, most definitely.
They can build me one of those hold on.
Runner going, Perry slides in, feet first, and he's got a stolen base. So Jake, the leadoff walk, now swiping second base. 1 ball and 1 strike to Blake Littlefield. Chance here to help his own cause. Bangor 3, Brewer nothing.
I was going to say, if Brewer's robotics people can come up with one of those automatic lawnmower deals, it'd make me a very happy guy.
Let's see, Ernie.
I haven't had to mow yet up.
Out west,
No.
over Foxcroft. He's got a robot snow blowing his driveway and one mowing the lawn.
Sitting around with a
doing
clicker.
the dishes. That's right. Pitch in the turf, gets away from the catcher, Coda. As it glanced off his body, kicked over towards the on-deck area for
Now
the
batting,
Witches,
number
and
14,
that
Logan
would have been
Littlefield.
strike 3. But it'll be a wild pitch, allowing Littlefield to reach first base, so give Rutherford a strikeout, but the wild pitch allowing the base runner to reach. Perry moving over to third on the wild pitch, first and third for Brewer.
Here come the Witches.
Nobody out.
Second time around the order now with something going here. First and third, nobody out.
Number 3 batter at the plate. Logan Littlefield walked his first time up. They check in on Blake at first base. Logan takes one low and outside. High school baseball on Ticket TV brought to you in part by The Growing Place, helping families grow for less and polishing your home and style for a fraction of retail cost. Check them first, check them often. Do green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Another throw to first base by Rutherford. Blake Littlefield sliding back in to the bag, head first. Big lead over there for Blake, not going, and Logan takes a strike. I would say if you get out to that yellow line, which is for the lacrosse field, a pretty good lead. He's
got a
about
pretty
a foot
good
away
lead
from
now,
it.
yeah.
Draws another throw. Tag applied by Saka Basin, but too late. Our game today also brought to you by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan, Route 1 in Hancock, and at tonysfairwayauto.com. 1-1, runner going here, pitch up and away, Coda quick release, second baseman stepping in front of the bag. The throw to the plate is going to get away from Coda. Witches are on the board as they execute the double steal there and pick up a run. Could kind of see that coming. Bangor was thinking the same way.
You really could. I think everybody suggested that was a good way to advance the bases. And
So
Bangor played it right.
Yep.
The throw was in front to the shortstop for Bangor, but the throw was on a hop. And now we've got a stoppage here for, I think Rutherford had something in his eye.
Yeah, so a double steal. Harvey was the fielder who stepped in front of the bag there.
Second baseman, yep.
And chance here for Logan Littlefield to get the Witches to within 1. Takes ball 3.
Walk, a wild pitch on a third strike.
And there's ball 4.
And another walk.
The walk brings up number 1, Anderson Clifford.
So the Witches, 3 stolen bases in this inning, contributing to their first run of the ball game. As Coda makes a trip out to the mound to talk things over with his battery mate. Let's take a look at the school profile for Brewer High School.
7:04 the enrollment. David Utterback, the athletic administrator, Brent Slowakowski, principal for the Witches. Did you know Charles Eugene Teft, Brewer native, rose to national fame as one of America's finest sculptors after early success with a Chamberlain bust,
Joshua Chamberlain,
and a scholarship-winning piece. I guess those are 2 separate deals.
All right, here's a bunt laid down by Clifford, and he's going to do the job. He gets 2 teammates in a scoring position with just 1 out.
Sacrifice bunt brings up number 2, Aiden Barnard.
So 1 down now. Blake Littlefield at third base, Logan Littlefield at second base, and the batter will be Aiden Barnard.
A little interesting call there. You clean-up hitter, had a single his first time up, and you have him bunt with the first pitch, but did put both runners in scoring position with just the 1 out.
You got 2 batters to find a hole here and potentially get even. That breaking pitch missing inside to Barnard. Flew out to left to end the first inning. Witches have stranded 3 through the first 2. And a swing and a miss. That pitch running in on Barnard. Open up the stance. Took a hack. Could not connect, so it's 1-1. Here's the pitch by Lucas, and that ball is stroked to center field. It's going to hang up. Glenville True will make the catch, and that is maybe some bad base running there, as Littlefield took off on contact.
Halfway home, and
now batting number 6,
chance to tag.
Charette.
Glenville True had to come in on the ball and catch it relatively low, so he would have had to get back up and kind of regroup to throw the ball home. But no chance for Littlefield to score there.
All right, 2 outs now. 2 flyouts for Barnard, and now Charette, the third baseman, at the plate. First pitch to Charette, a ball. Rutherford's 1-0, and Cooper late on that fastball.
Chance for Rutherford to get out of this. There's just the 1 run allowed here. If he can retire the batter.
Misses high with a fastball. 2-1 to the batter. Our game today brought to you by Bangor Mall Cinemas, Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. Bangor Mall Cinemas features luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Foul back, out of play.
Got warm-up action down beyond the right field fence with Bangor, right-hander in the bullpen.
And just a piece there on a breaking pitch by Charette. Stays alive.
I have Rutherford at 64 pitches.
Breaking pitch, and Charette fouling it back. That is number 10 warming up out there for Bangor.
Caden Karam.
Yes, indeed. DH.
DH, and Hard throwing freshman.
And good at bat here for Charette. Fouled off a couple of tough 2-strike pitches. Takes ball 3. It's a full count, a 7-pitch at bat so far for Cooper. Here is the payoff, and Rutherford blows the fastball past him for strike 3. Another strikeout for Lucas. Had 2 in this inning, struck out the side in the second, had 1 in the first, so 6 in the ball game for Rutherford. Down go the Witches. They do pick up a run through 3 here at Hedrick. 3-1 Bangor. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
With a great backyard comes great responsibility. From the keeper of the flame to the referee of the greatest game ever played. Lifelong memories start here at Glenburn Landscape and Supply. Residential and commercial projects are a breeze with our premium mulch, stone, and topsoil products. And maintain your backyard in style with the industry's leading lawn care products and equipment. Built to work and built to last. With rugged durability and superior performance, these tools were built for you. Glenburn Landscape and Supply, where great backyards begin.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
On to the 4th inning here at Hedrick Field. 3-1 Bangor. Top the lineup due for the Rams. Gavin Glanville True, Ethan Sproul, and Scotty Sakabason. High school baseball, softball, and lacrosse on Ticket TV, brought to you by Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company. For the best in landscaping, landscaping materials, and landscaping equipment, it's Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company at 6 Wilson Way in Glenburn and at glenburnlandscape.com. Our coverage here on Ticket TV also brought to you by Novus Auto Glass. Call Novus Auto Glass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. And a reminder
for Bangor, number 9,
of the Ticket TV formula. Ernie, something you are very much attuned to.
Well, I'm going to tell you it's free, it's live, and it's on demand.
Just like that.
All 3 of those are yours just by going to 929theticket.com, clicking on Ticket TV, or going to the Ticket app.
There you go. Covered all the bases right there. Strike 1 to Gavin Glanville True. Gavin has been on base twice from the leadoff spot, hit by a pitch, run scored in the first, walked, was stranded at second base. Actually, he was out at third base on a ground ball, force out at third base. 1 ball and 1 strike to the Rams center fielder. Breaking pitch up high, 2-1.
But leading off for the 3rd time in 4 innings as the leadoff batter.
And he fouls off that 2-1. And the 2-2 bends inside. Another full count here for Littlefield. 279 tosses. Payoff pitch, fastball. Good rip there by Glanville True. Fouls it back to the backstop.
Seen 16 pitches in those 3 at-bats, or 3 plate appearances, I should say. It's a pretty good effort.
Breaking pitch, and it cuts too far. Inside, and Glanville True on base once again.
The walk brings up number 4.
That's his second walk. Ethan Sproul, the number 2 batter, has been on base twice. Singled and scored in the first. Had a walk in the second, was stranded at second base. Ethan moving from second base to third base. Played second base last season for the Rams. Now at the hot corner. Glanville True not going, and the breaking pitch way outside, ball 1. Ethan, a junior. Pitch by Littlefield, and that'll grab the black on the inside part. Blake Littlefield will step off the rubber. All field turf here at Hedrick. Of course, it is a multi-purpose facility. Throw to first base. Glanville True back to the bag, Ernie. Excuse me.
Well, he was leaning a little bit that time and did a good job to get back. He's out there approaching the Ricky Henderson line there, the yellow line that indicates a big lead from lacrosse.
Swing and a miss on a breaking pitch. 1-2 to Sproul. Game today also brought to you by Bangor Tire Company. From a lawnmower to a skidder, Bangor Tire Company has you covered since 1927. The best in tires and service. Find them at 514 Colebrook Road in Herman or at bangortire.com. Sproul out of the box. Now back in. Toss to first base. Glanville True. Back in safely once again. And the breaking pitch misses high once again. Runner going at first base, pitch down and in, and there'll be no throw from Bouchard. Stolen base for Gavin Glanville True. Picked a nice pitch to go on.
Yeah, if I'm Bangor, I think I want to make Bouchard throw a run around here. Be a little aggressive. I've got the 2-run lead.
Big cut there by Sproul, no contact. He goes down swinging. That's the first out here in the 4th.
And
now batting for Bangor, first baseman number 23, Scott Sakabason.
While Littlefield's control is not exquisite at this point, he's not giving up a lot of extra base runners here since the first inning when he threw 42 pitches, and so a little harder to come by those extra bases. And if you can get one by stealing it, why not?
Sakabason up there with a runner in scoring position. Drills this one to deep left field. Wall going back. Can't get to it. Slams into the fence. Ball caroms off that fence. And scoring from second base will be Gavin Glanville True with the 4th run of the ball game for the Bangor Rams. And standing at second base with his second double and his 3rd RBI in the ball game, Scotty Sakabason.
Big day for the big guy. Batting in the 3 spot in the Bangor order. Did that hit the fence in the air? Or did that,
one hop the fence.
One hop, right?
Yep.
Couldn't tell because the outfielder was out there as well. But still, powerful clout to the left center field gap. And now the outfield is coming in. I think Dana Corey wants to make sure that Eli Wall's okay. Didn't see where exactly he hit, but he's talking about his glove wrist is what they're looking at out there. But just a blast, and then a first pitch blast that time by Sakabason.
Scotty showing power to both sides of the field. Double to right center field. His first time up, and now a double rip to left field. He's going to get a pinch runner here. He's a little gimpy coming off the field.
He was a little gimpy last week when we saw him against Hamden after an at-bat, but he's noticeably limping there.
Let's take a look at the swing. Boom. High delivery. And see Wall going back.
Yeah,
can't come up with the baseball.
Sakabason, well, he cruised into second base, really not challenged in terms of him getting to second base, but we do have a pinch runner now. I'll see if I can make out the number here in a minute.
Breaking pitch to Kyle Johnson, misses low. Kyle is 1 for 2, had a base hit in the first inning.
Maybe number 1.
It is number 1.
Jonas Gilly. Yep. Junior.
There's a high fly ball to right field. And the catch made out there. Gilly's going to tag, try to go to third. Here comes the throw, and the tag is applied, and he is out. That is a double play. Gilly forcing a perfect throw, and the perfect throw was made by Dylan Neto. And that will do it for the Rams here in the 4th inning. They pick up another run. They'll take a 4-1 lead to the bottom half of the 4th inning. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
Four to 1. Bangor with the lead over the Brewer Witches. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the Rams. 1-2-1 for Brewer. Rams coming in with a mark of 3-1 on the season. And Brewer 2-2 coming into this matchup against their Cross River rivals. Bottom third of the Brewer lineup due here in the 4th inning. It'll be Neto, who just made that great throw to third base. Bouchard and Colby.
There was a relay involved there.
Oh, there was. I'm sorry.
I think it was Logan Littlefield went over there to get it and made the throw in. I had it 9-6-5.
Leading off for the Witches in the bottom of the 4th, number 3, Dylan Neto.
I'll be honest, sometimes it's hard to pick up the baseball once it goes.
You're right.
It's on the green, on the ground, but
you're right.
when you're this close.
See those fly balls? It takes a second to find them. It really does.
All right, here's Dylan Neto, who had a double his last time up. Tries to get the bunt down here, but lines it foul, third base side. High school baseball on Ticket TV, brought to you by Old Town Redemption Center, the original Redemption Center of Old Town for 30 years. They are family owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. Old Town Redemption Center, 13 Chester Street in Old Town. Call 827-7887. 0-2 on Neto. Rutherford back to work, and Neto hits it in the air, left center field, long run for Glanville True, and he'll make the diving catch. Got a good jump, his eye on that baseball. He's got good wheels out there in center field, and he makes the diving catch, robbing Neto of his second hit.
Well, Bangor's had a lot of good center fielders over the years here during their most recent run atop the standings. And Glanville True is, I believe he's a third-year starter out there, or in the outfield at least, and he showed range there going well into left center field for the diving catch.
Ball one inside to the next batter, Bouchard. It's a called strike. We are very close to the strike zone area. I think it's been a good one for the home plate umpire. Yeah. That one left short of the plate, knocked down by the catcher, Zach Coda.
What makes it a little challenging at times is that when the pitchers aren't necessarily wild to one specific area, it's kind of all over the place. So you've got to really have your head on straight and watch the entire plate.
Big rip there by Bouchard, fouls it back to the backstop. Rutherford, pitch number 75, and he's got another strikeout. Cota will have to make the throw down at first and takes the first baseman off the bag, but first baseman will get back there. So Saka Basin out of the ball game. Taking over at first base is Alex Kearns.
Now batting, number 34, Caleb Colby.
Hopefully nothing serious there for Scotty. He's got 2 doubles in the ball game.
7 strikeouts now for Rutherford.
2 down, bases empty for Caleb Colby, who takes ball 1. And swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Caleb struck out swinging against Rutherford. Back in the second, Rutherford striking out the side in that second inning. Gets a piece here, does Colby, fouling it to the right out of play. Good look across the diamond. You see Dana Corey in the third base coach's box or thereabouts. Beyond him, the batter, Caleb Colby, fouls off another pitch. Breaking pitch, and this one is chopped foul, third base side. Still 1-2 on the number 9 batter. Fastball and a swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Lucas Rutherford. He sets down the Witches in order here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Through 4, Bangor 4 and Brewer 1. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped, get sold. Next Home Experience.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Back here at Hedrick Field, new pitcher for the Brewer Witches. It's going to be Eli Wall coming in from left field, taking over for Blake Littlefield. 4-1 our score, Bangor with the lead. Today's game brought to you by Pushaw Energy. At Pushaw Energy, their goal is to provide heating fuel at the lowest possible cost. Give them a chance to be your oil company, and you will not be disappointed. Offering on-call and automatic delivery service in the greater Bangor area. Call 949-9108 or visit pushawenergy.com. And we're also brought to you by UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, call the ticket office at 581-BEAR or visit goblackbears.com/tickets. So who do we have in left field? That's number 4, Thomas Pelkey. That's our only change. High school sports on Ticket TV, also brought to you by Traditions Golf Club and Learning Center in Holden. The Traditions course is open now after some swings on the range. Enjoy a Pat's Pizza and some local craft brews at the bar. Route 1 in Holden, just across the Brewer line. And again, a reminder of the upcoming live events on Maine Sports Leader, 92.9 The Ticket. Knicks at Celtics tonight, Game 1 of a 7-game series, Round 2 in the NBA playoffs. Knicks the number 4 seed, Celtics the number 2 seed. Or was the Knicks number 3?
Knicks were
Must have been
3 because the Celtics were 2.
6:30, the pregame show with Grandy and Max. Rangers at Red Sox Tuesday and Wednesday evenings. Pregame show at 5:45. Thursday matinee from Fenway Park. We'll have some NBA for you on Thursday night from ESPN Radio.
Okay, I think a couple more changes. I think Blake Littlefield is at second base now.
Yep.
With 24, and so that would mean that Pelkey would be in left field, be batting in the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spot, held by Aiden Bernard.
Off-speed breaking pitch, and that is grounded foul. A cue shot. Almost curved back into fair territory with some spin on it. Batter is Caden Karam. Up there with an 0-2 count, off-speed breaking pitch. And he gets a piece here, fouling it to the backstop.
Final numbers for on the mound for Blake Littlefield. 4 innings, 90 pitches, 47 strikes, 43 balls. 4 hits, 7 strikeouts, 5 walks, 4 earned runs, 3 of them earned. 4 runs, 3 of them earned, excuse me.
Gonna have to start calling him the crafty Eli Wall.
Yes.
Throwing some salad up there, as Eck would say.
He was the left field wall today before he pitched.
It was pretty much a straight changeup there, missed. 3-2 now. Nope, scoreboard has 2-2. I thought it was 3-2. But we may find out here as Karam lines it foul down the left side. Today's game brought to you by Hillside Athletics in Bangor. They proudly support high school softball and baseball, home of the Bangor Babes training facility featuring hit tracks, spinball machines, indoor turf, and batting cages. Visit hillsideathletics.com or find them on Facebook.
Yeah, it's still 2-2 because we've had 3 foul balls in addition to the 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's 7 pitches, and that's what it shows up on the upper left of the scoreboard. Deep right field.
And a swing and a miss. Karam strikes out for the 3rd time, leading off the 5th inning.
Now batting number 17, Lucas Rutherford.
And it's going to bring up the Bangor pitcher, Lucas Rutherford. Reached on an error in the 1st inning, walked, stole a base in the 3rd. Ooh, and he's going to take a soft pitch off the back. Those are the best hit by pitches, Ernie.
Yes. Take those and
hit by pitch brings up number 19, Teddy Stevenson.
All right, Teddy Stevenson to the plate. Teddy is grounded out to the pitcher, went down swinging in the 3rd. Jacoby Harvey due up next. Here's the pitch to Stevenson, and it's outside. It's going to squirt through the catcher Bouchard, but no advancement by Rutherford at first base. Ball 1 to Stevenson. Let's look at the base runner. Rutherford held over there by Clifford. Eli Wall the set. Here's his pitch, and that ball off the end of the bat and throw to first. That should be 2. It is. Soft line drive off the bat of Stevenson, trying to time those soft pitches of Eli Wall. Rams having some difficulty in the 5th inning. And the double play pulled off there on the soft line out to second base. Base runner Rutherford strayed a little too far, Littlefield to first. And that'll do it for Bangor in the top of the 5th inning. Through 4.5, 4-1 Bangor. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food,
stay for the friends.
The marathon of life can be challenging. Chores and responsibilities keep us from the things we once loved and the aspirations we set. But it's never too late to find your second wind. With an affordable, fully online program and advisors to help you along the way, you can cross the finish line at your own pace. Finish strong at the University of Maine.
Lucas Rutherford back to the hill for the Bangor Rams. Brewer Witches coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning, trailing the Rams by a score of 4-1. Don't forget to stock up on your favorite sweets from Sweet Cheeks before or after the game, with locations in Verona Island, Ellsworth, and they are open 24/7 at 113 Main Road in Holden. That's Sweet Cheeks Bakery. Ooh. And Jake Perry's going to take a breaking pitch off the back. So the Witches get the leadoff man on here in the 5th inning. Perry's been on base twice, officially 0 for 1. They hit batsman and a walk. Here's Blake Littlefield to the plate.
82 pitches so far for Lucas Rutherford. Magic number is 110. This could be the last inning he pitches, depending on things go.
One misses outside, ball 1.
Warm-up action in the Bangor bullpen again. Assume that's Karam one more time.
No, that's the
no, it's
lefty,
not.
Mr. O'Connell.
Yep, Matt O'Connell.
Ooh, that one runs inside. Littlefield jackknifing away from that pitch. Littlefield awaits the 2-0, takes a called strike. Today's game also brought to you by North Star Waste and Recycling, located right here in Brewer. Phone number 989-4000. There goes the runner at first. Pitch is a called strike, throw down. Perry has his second stolen base of the ball game. 2-2 the count to Blake Littlefield. Rutherford deals, breaking pitch, and that is a shot back through the box. Rutherford fortunate that one did not strike him. Here's a throw in from Glenville True, and that's going to allow the base runner to take second. Now a throw into center field. Blake Littlefield will hang right there after picking up an RBI single. Perry in from second base to make it 4-2 Bangor. Littlefield taking second on the throw to the plate.
Yeah, probably should have looked at the cutoff man there. It gave Littlefield the extra base to get to second. Ball was hit to center field, throw into the infield. Not much of a chance to get the runner at the plate.
Dave Morris out of the first base dugout. And that's going to be it for Lucas Rutherford. So we have a pitching change here for Bangor, and we will take a timeout. 4-2 now. Bangor with the lead over Brewer as we play in the bottom of the 5th inning. Man at second, nobody out for the Witches. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Have you tried the new happy hour specials at Uno Pizzeria and Grill? Just $6 gets you cheesy garlic bread, mozzarella sticks, buffalo chicken quesadillas, cheeseburger sliders, and much more. Monday through Friday, 2 to 6 p.m., 9 to close, and all day Sundays. Don't forget about the dough raiser at Uno's. Schedule a dough raiser for your local fundraiser and earn up to 25% of event sales. Contact your local Uno Pizzeria in Bangor for more details at 725 Stillwater Avenue and place your orders at 947-5000 and unos.com.
You've always known what you wanted. no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
Welcome back to Brewer High School, Hedrick Field. Good one brewing here between the Bangor Rams and the Brewer Witches. 4-2 are our scores. We play in the bottom of the 5th inning, which is threatening for more with nobody out. They have their number 3 batter, Logan Littlefield, coming to the plate. Blake Littlefield just ripped an RBI single, went to second on the throw to the plate. Jake Perry scoring from second base. Breaking pitch, misses low, ball 1. New pitcher for the Bangor Rams is Chase Swartz. He's a senior. Swartz deals, and that pitch is going to be a tad high, 2-0.
Rutherford, 4+ innings pitched. Gave up 3 hits. So far, 2 earned runs. Struck out 8, walked 3, 1 wild pitch, and a 1-hit batter.
Swartz finds the strike zone, 2-1. Anderson Clifford due up next. And that one fouled back to the backstop, 2-2. Breeze blowing out towards the left field. Great late afternoon, early evening at this point. And there's a ground ball, base hit through the left side. Blake Littlefield got a great start at second base, and he is going to score the Witches' 3rd run, sliding in head first on the turf. RBI single for Logan Littlefield, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
Number 1, Anderson Clifford.
Job of hitting there by Logan Littlefield. Finding the shortstop hole, hit the ball on the ground past a diving Teddy Stevenson. Ball wasn't hit all that hard, so you knew that Blake Littlefield, who did have the good jump off second base, was going to score without too much of a problem there, and it's a 1-run game.
Yeah, he's very familiar with this field, obviously, and read that one well. There goes Logan at first, a stumble out of the gate, but he's going to swipe second base. So Logan now representing the potential tying run. Pitch was a ball to Anderson Clifford. Anderson officially 1 for 1, a base hit in the first inning, a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd. And that one just outside, 2-0 to Anderson. And a bluff to second base. Today's game brought to you by Saliba's Rug Cleaners. For over 70 years, family-owned Saliba's Rug Cleaners in Bangor has been cleaning and repairing rugs with care. Visit their new location at 69 Hillside Avenue or get a free quote at salibasrugcleaners.com. Clean rugs for a healthy home. Swartz misses outside. 3-0 to the Brewer first baseman. Matt O'Connell, the left-hander, has come in from the bullpen. Just getting back into that first base dugout.
Yep, he's probably going to come in here.
Next in line.
Yeah.
And that one is low, down in the turf, blocked by Coda, but it's ball 4 to Clifford. First and second now for the Witches. Still nobody out. Now let's see if Aiden Barnard is bunting.
Oh, it's going to be Thomas Pelkey.
Oh, that's right. Barnard leaving the ball game. Pelkey in left field now. Barnard was 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. So Pelkey, the left fielder, batting for the first time in this one. Made several starts for Coach Dana Corey last season.
Junior, another
in the
junior.
Outfield. And he is bunting, gets it down but foul first base side. Our ball game today also brought to you by Hannaford's in Bar Harbor. Hannaford's Bar Harbor is proud to support local youth sports, including high school softball and baseball. Visit them at 86 Cottage Street for fresh food, friendly service, and a commitment to their community. Learn more at hannaford.com.
Right-hander working out in the bullpen for Bangor now.
And Pelkey squaring. Did not offer at that pitch, but it's going to get past the catcher. So now the Witches can take the bunt off. Likely as Logan Littlefield over to third base. Clifford taking second base on the wild pitch.
I think they can't count as 1-1.
Swartz in a jam here. Clifford at second base representing the potential go-ahead run. That one misses outside. 2-1 the count. Dave Morris on the first base side looking over his paperwork on his clipboard. Here's a breaking pitch, grabbing the inner half of the strike zone, 2-2.
Oh, he's upset, Dave Morris, on that second bunt that went for a wild pitch that
it was close.
And he wasn't offering.
It was very close. And here's a fly ball towards right center field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. Logan Littlefield will score the tying run, and over to third base is Anderson Clifford. It's an RBI base hit for Thomas Pelkey, and the Witches have come back from a 4-1 deficit.
The RBI single brings up number 6.
Guess what?
Cooper
Still nobody
Charette.
out here in the bottom of the 5th inning.
That's a heck of a job by Thomas Pelkey coming off the bench for Brewer there. Didn't try to do too much with that ball. Pitch on the outer half of the plate, just took it to the opposite field and flared it in front of the Bangor right fielder, Kyle Johnson, and not much the Rams could do but throw the ball back into the infield with a tie game now at 4-all.
First and third now for Brewer. Cooper Charette, the third baseman at the plate, struck out twice against Rutherford. Runner going at first. Pitch is on the inside corner. Throw down a second. And again, Harvey stepping in front of the bag by several feet to take that throw. And look, the base runner Clifford back at third base.
And Brewers obviously found something. They're just stealing first pitch here against the Rams.
Which has had 3 stolen bases in the third inning. And they've got 3 more here in the 5th inning. Who's that first pitch, Ernie?
First pitch, it's 1-1, I believe.
Okay. Rip there by Charette. 1-2. Swartz to the plate, and this one outside. Backhanded stab there by the catcher, Zach Coda. Coda looking over it to the Bangor bench for the pitch call. Swartz is 2-2, and that's a ground ball to second base. Going to score the go-ahead run. Clifford in from third base on the ground out by Charette. And now the second base runner trying to get over to third base. Pelkey, he is out there. So 2 outs recorded, but Brewer does take the lead with Clifford scoring from third base, giving RBI to Cooper Charette. Retired 4-3.
Now batting, number 3, Dylan Neto.
The first out, and then Pelkey out at third base.
Which is lucky there were nobody out there instead of one out. That stretch to third might have cost them a run.
Breaking pitch surrounds the plate. Fastball in there. Dylan Neto, the batter. Swartz up to 21 pitches in relief. Right-hander misses low.
Swartz is now the pitcher of record as well. The last 2 runs of the inning been charged to him. First 2 charged to the starter, Rutherford.
Pitch is low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike to the Brewer right fielder, Dylan Neto. 1 for 2 with a double in the second. And he takes one up and in. That was 3-1, so ball 4 to Neto. Another base runner for the Witches, their 8th batter in this 5th inning, coming to the plate, Parker Bouchard.
Parker Bouchard.
Bouchard catching in this one for Brewer. Throw to first base. Back to the bag safely is Neto. High school baseball and softball and lacrosse presented by Greenway Equipment Sales. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. Good rip there by Bouchard. Fouled it straight back. Also presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. They are hiring. Visit jobs.mchire.com to apply today. Good look at the Bangor pitcher Swartz. And we get time called by the batter Bouchard. We're also presented by Next Home Experience. Next Home is the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. 5-4 Brewer, and Cota will knock that one down. Runner in no man's land, throw down a first, and good decision there by the base runner Neto. He just took off for second base, and he's in there safely.
Yeah, at that point he had no choice, and then Cota threw behind him. That time, by that time.
Because he did stop. I think technically that is a stolen base.
He stopped in the middle of the.
Yeah.
Wow.
Breaking pitch is in. Make it 1-2 on the batter.
Don't like that.
Thought he was going to get in a rundown there. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll do it for Bouchard and the Witches, but Brewer picks up 4 runs here in the bottom of the 5th inning, and they're going to take a 5-4 lead to the 6th. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience, and it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped, get sold. Next Home Experience.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a deer. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Back here at Hedrick Field at Brewer High School. Beautiful day for baseball here early in the month of May. Cinco de Mayo, Ernie.
It is.
By the way.
I've been feeling kind of festive all day.
There you go. I was wondering why you were wearing your sombrero.
Yes, indeed.
Caught me off guard a little bit there.
When we get out of here, we'll have another 4 hours of it left, maybe.
We'll see.
Yes.
5-4 our score through 5. We've had some long nights here at Hedrick Field. I remember last year was Herman and Brewer. very low-scoring affair. It was like 1-1 forever, I think.
There was another game.
This year?
No, this year, but last year, Brewer and Mount Ararat went 14 innings.
Right.
And then this year,
we
of
had
course.
them both.
Yeah, we had them both. This year we didn't have this one, but it was Brewer 4, Ellsworth 3 in
15
innings. I think I heard the game started at 4:30 and get over at 8:45.
All right, Bangor trailing for the first time now. We'll send up their 8, 9, and 1 batters. Jacoby Harvey, Trey Tennant, and Gavin Glanville Trudeau against Eli Wall. Second pitcher for the Brewer Witches. Wall hit a batter in the 5th inning, but here's a pop-up right side, Littlefield over to make the routine catch. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the 6th inning.
Number 7, Trey Tennant.
High school baseball on Ticket TV, presented by Northeast Driving School, the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Trey Tennant takes a strike.
This game in the hands of the bullpens now, but I got to give Blake Littlefield a little credit because
settled down.
Gave up 3 runs in the 1st inning. The first 3 batters he faced all scored in the top of the 1st, but was able to settle down and get the Witches to the 5th inning. He was charged with that run in the 5th as well, but still went to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, or went 3 more innings with only allowing the 1 run, and really had to grind all the way through. I don't think ever really found his comfort zone, but threw 90 pitches before settling down and leaving it up now to Mr. Wall.
And batters having a little difficulty timing up Eli Wall. It's been a couple of cue shots, some swings and misses.
Certainly a velocity difference in terms of the fastball between Littlefield and Wall, and right now Bangor is still trying to adjust to it.
Not sure some of these pitches would break a pane of glass as Tennant unable to avoid that pitch moving in on him. Here's the replay of it.
The pitch brings up the center fielder, number 9, Gavin Glanville.
True. Swing, realized that pitch was bearing in on him and had it hit him off the left arm, I believe.
Tennant, the 3rd Bangor batter to be hit by a pitch, 2nd by Wall.
So a 1-out base runner, pretty good speed at first base. And Glanville True at the plate. Not leading off an inning for the first time in this ball game. He's been on base 3 times, no official at bat.
See, Brewer pretty aggressive, even down a run or 2 on the base pass. We'll see how Bangor approaches it here with Tennant on.
Swing and a miss. Tennant going, throw down, and it's going to be too late. Stolen base for Trey Tennant. So he is in scoring position. Glanville True, a swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Bangor center fielder, Ethan Sproul, due up next.
Tennant, a wide receiver on the Bangor football team, so you kind of thought he might go in that type of situation, and indeed he gets into scoring position.
Potential tying run. Glanville True flying one to shallow left field. Ranging back is the shortstop, Logan Littlefield. Good job there by Pelkey to avoid a collision as he went sliding down to the turf. So Glanville True popping out to the Brewers shortstop for out number 2. And it brings up Sproul. Today's game presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Sproul chops it just outside the right-handed batter's box. Strike 1. Also presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Call them at 942-2226 or visit levesquesupply.com. Wall to the plate. Sproul, a big hack. 0-2. Watching these Bangor hitters, if they're moving up in the box a little bit, looks like Sproul maybe a couple of inches closer to the pitcher. Chops this one towards third. Charette Fields fires to first for the out. So Eli Wall strands a runner at second base. The potential tying run, 5.5 in the books. Brewer a 1-run lead. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Third pitcher for the Bangor Rams coming on. It's Caden Karam. Rams looking to keep it a 1-run deficit. They have one more at bat in this ball game, which is a 4-run fifth inning to take a 1-run lead. Let's take a look at our upcoming broadcast schedule here on Ticket TV. No game tomorrow. We have softball on Wednesday. We'll be at Hamden Academy as the Broncos host the MDI Trojans. Thursday, back at Old Town High School as the Coyotes play host to the Herman Hawks. Monday, we'll be at Mansfield. Rams hosting Mount Blue. And then Tuesday, back to Old Town High School as the Coyotes host the Orono Red Riots in baseball. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. Recent results for the Bangor Rams here, Ernie.
Yes, mentioned 3-1. Second appearance on Ticket TV. We saw the first one was a loss to Hamden Academy and Bodie Bishop last week over at Bordick Park. And they bounced back after that 2 days later to defeat Edward Little on the road in Auburn 14-2. Couple of big games coming up here later this week. Wednesday, Mount Ararat, so just 4-1 entering play today in Class A North. That a home game for Bangor, and then they travel down to Ellsworth to face the Eagles, who have gotten off to a bit of a slow start for them in Class B, but they've had an awful tough schedule early on, including that 15-inning loss to Brewer 10 days ago or so. And
speaking of the Brewer Witches, there is that win for Brewer over Ellsworth.
Yep, and then their only game since then, last Friday, lost to Skowhegan on the road, 8-4.
Couple of road trips coming up for Brewer at Brunswick and at Messalonskee.
Yeah, Brunswick just one loss on the season, despite being in ninth place, and Messalonskee undefeated still in Class A North. So a couple of tough games left this week, and I believe 4 games next week.
It's a hard hit ground ball, and it's going to be smothered at first base. 3 unassisted. Alex Kearns making the play at first base. Of course, he's playing in place of Scotty Sockabase, and will have to leave the ball game after doubling.
Yeah, big day for Sockabase. 2 doubles. 2-run shot in the first inning, and 1 RBI double in the fourth to account for 3 of Bangor's 4 runs.
Ripped there by Jake Perry, fouling it back to the backstop. Jake has been on base twice. He scored 2 runs. He has 3 stolen bases in this ball game. 0-1 the count to the Brewer center fielder. Caden Karam, the talented freshman right-hander, blows the fastball past Jake. Good ball game. Game number 5 for both teams. And an off-speed pitch there from Karam, and Perry cannot lay off it. Throw down to first base. Oh, Perry's going to be safe.
Oh, boy.
As get a new catcher behind the plate. And the throw was a little tentative. Let's take another look at it here. Perry jogging down to first base, and Pierce tried to smother that throw but couldn't hold on.
Landon Parizo, number 15, is in at catcher.
There goes the runner, Perry at first, looking for another stolen base. Parizo fires down. Perry able to grab onto that bag, almost overslid the base. So Perry, 4 stolen bases. Pitch which was a strike. And here's a ground ball towards short. Surrounding it is Stevenson. Throws across his body, and Pierce with a scoop over at first base. And Blake Littlefield is retired, 6-3 for out number 2. Advancing to third base,
number
Perry.
14, Logan Littlefield.
Alex Kern's been busy over there since he's come into the game here. But he's made all the plays.
Right. Can you give me a break on this best?
It's bad enough I got to look into the sun for all this stuff.
Logan Littlefield takes ball 1.
This is a big at-bat here for the Witches. If they can sneak across a additional run.
And that one's in tight to Logan.
That run of 90 feet away to extend a 1-run lead. Give Wall a little cushion.
There's strike 1. Two-one pitch, and that's going to swerve through the catcher, and it caroms off the backstop, but Perry got a great jump at third base. There's an insurance run for the Witches. That'll be a wild pitch. Charge to Karam. And Perry got the secondary lead, and then the good read.
And a good
home plate standing.
And a good read. And there's an advantage to that, being able to read these backstop situations where it's so close, but.
And there's a shot fielded at second base by Harvey. Makes a nice play there, reaching out, and then throws to first for the final out. Logan Littlefield retired, but the Witches pick up an insurance run on the wild pitch. Jake Perry scoring from third base. We go to the 7th. Brewer 6, Bangor 4. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union. We keep you mobile.
...2024 was a fantastic year of growth for Next Home Experience. And it's all because of you. Thank you for choosing Next Home Experience for buying and selling your next home. Here's to a fantastic 2025. Get looped. Get sold. Next Home Experience.
We are back here at Hedrick Field. Last chance for the Bangor Rams. 3-1 coming into this ball game against the rival Witches. Dave Morris hustling out to his third base coaching position. And leading things off here for the Rams, it's going to be Alex Kearns. He's been busy defensively at that first base bag since taking over for Scotty Sakabason. Now standing in against Eli Wall, who's done a nice job in relief for the Witches.
Got a chance for the win here.
Sakabason was 2 for 3, and Kearns picks up right where Scotty left off. Alex rounding first. He will hold there as Pelkey gets it in quickly. Shot inside the third base bag. Kearns swinging at the first
now
pitch.
Number 20, Kyle Johnson.
And now the tying run comes to the plate. Johnson certainly capable. The wind blowing out towards left field.
Kearns is saying, I want more playing time. Jesus, he's done everything right here.
Only in, coach.
Yes.
Well, based upon how Sakabason
right.
walked off the field, he might get some
That's like a
playing time.
Some sort of muscle injury there. Hamstring groin.
Pitch inside, ball 1 to Kyle. Johnson 1 for 3. Had a base hit in the first inning. Bangor scored 3 in the first. We got a run in the third. Bangor added a run in the 4th inning, and then the 4-run 5th inning for the Witches. The key for them in this game, they added an insurance run in the bottom of the 6th inning. And this one is chopped, third base way. It's going to be a tough play for Charette. And he'll throw to first, but Johnson's going to be safe. So an infield single for Kyle Johnson. He is now 2 for 4.
Brings up number 10,
And the Rams, down by 2, have their first 2 on.
I agree with the only choice they had was to see if it would go foul, perhaps, but you can kind of tell maybe it wasn't going to, as it didn't inch toward the line as it dribbled down there. Nice little hit for Kyle Johnson.
Caden Karam, the batter, takes a pitch down in the turf, a breaking pitch from Eli Wall.
That's part of the lineup, 3, 4, and 5 for Bangor. So Kern's a pinch hitter, obviously making his first at-bat, but batting in the 3rd spot. And now Karam in the 5th spot here.
Swing and a miss by Caden. Owen Glanville True is in the on-deck area.
Yeah, that's Chase Schwartz on deck.
Ground ball to short, flip to second one, throw to first, going to be too high. Almost a double play ball there, but the Witches do get the middleman. Pierce over at third base. On safely at first base with the fielder's choice.
Yeah, I see the flip from shortstop to second base, kind of jammed the second baseman. It kind of bobbled it just for a second, which prevented a better chance of perhaps getting the double play, but as it is.
It almost looked like Logan was thinking, I'm going to take it myself, but then saw
Blake there. It was a late throw, and it kind of got him in the
tied him up.
Wrists, yeah. As it is, 1 out and runners at the corners for Owen Glanville True, sophomore.
Foul ball.
Karam was off to second on that play from first base, but the foul ball brings him back to first. So I don't know if that's what they're talking about at the mound where Anderson Clifford's chatting with Mr. Wall.
Owen Glanville True at the plate for the Rams. 0-1 the count. Runners at first and third, and Wall misses down and in. Six-4 Witches. 1 out here in the top of the 7th inning. Pitch by Wall, runner going at first, and a double clutch there by Bouchard. No throw made, so that'll be a stolen base for Karam.
Tying run now in scoring position here.
2-1 the count on the batter. And a swing and a miss. Glanville True looking out at Wall. Shakes off the first call by Bouchard. Here's the pitch. Off speed, and it's in there for strike 3. Owen Glanville True just could not pull the trigger there, so he is caught looking. That's out number 2.
Now batting the pinch hitter, number 5, Matt
Potential
Turcotte.
tying run at second base. The reaction there by Eli Wall. Second and third for Bangor. They're down by 2.
Matt Turcotte pinch hitting for Teddy Stevenson. Another left-handed batter.
Yeah, against the soft offerings of Eli Wall. Right-handed batters were having some difficulty. And Turcotte out in front. I don't know if Eli can take any more off.
No, I don't think so.
Eventually he won't get to the plate.
He would be bowling at that point.
Misses in tight.
Well, he's baffled them for the
Yes.
large part here. Came into the 5th inning, has yet to give up a run. Only given up 2 hits the first 2 of this inning.
He is a walking change of pace.
He pitches like a lefty.
And he did take a little more off that one. Missed low, 2-1. Not sure some of these pitches would break a pane of glass, but
No, but if
we could try.
you get the batters screwing themselves into the ground, it doesn't matter.
He just can't hold back. See Turcotte, he is way up in that left-handed batter's box. Takes one outside here, another wide one, and the bases will be loaded. Jacoby Harvey due up next. Wall takes a little stroll around that pitcher's mound. Eli's ready. Turcotte awaits the pitch, and again, he's way out in front.
The thing we're missing is like a little El Tiante out there or
Right.
something. Just the bobbing of the
Show
head.
that number.
Yes.
Here it comes, and a swing and a miss. Turcotte goes down swinging. Eli Wall strikes out the last 2 batters in this one. And the Brewer Witches pick up their 3rd win of the season. They defeat the Bangor Rams here today by a final score of 6-4. Brewer now 3-2. Bangor also 3-2. We'll take a break. Back with the post-game show right after this. This is high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Blackbird Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
Good ball game here in Brewer today, as you see Coach Dana Corey and assistant coaches talking with the Witches after they pick up the come-from-behind 6-4 win over the Bangor Rams here today. And let's get our next home experience highlights to lead off the post-game show. We'll get the recap from Ernie. We'll also announce our player of the game and our play of the game coming up as well. But first, the next home experience highlights here on Ticket TV. This is early in the ball game.
Yeah, that's Scotty Soccer Basin going to right center gap. You see him kind of lumbering there in terms of a leg injury. Gets to second base for a double. Drives home 2 to highlight a 3-run Bangor top of the first, and the Rams up early against their across-the-river rivals. As Ethan Sproul and Gavin Glanville-True score ahead of that.
It's an error by Blake Littlefield. Had a couple of shots at it, couldn't pick it up, and Sockabase scoring from third base on the E1 to make it 3-0 Bangor. Lucas Rutherford, the starting pitcher, and the Witches pulling a little
double steal action there with Perry scoring from third as Blake Littlefield took second.
And this was the second double by Sockabase, and Eli Wall couldn't come up with it out against the fence there. And look at Sockabase going
checking
in.
up as he gets about 2/3 of the way to second base and stops at second as the run scores to extend the lead for Bangor to at 4-1 at that point.
Teddy Stevenson getting into a double play there, a soft line drive, and Rutherford got a little too far off the bag.
There's a single to center field.
Which is on the comeback trail here.
Find that one. It's going to be in the 5th inning. That was Blake Littlefield with a single to drive home Jake Perry, who had been hit by a pitch and stole second.
Logan Littlefield, the next batter.
Yeah, he singled to left.
Good read at second base by Blake Littlefield as he comes sliding in. Looks like fun, Ari.
Yeah, it does slow you down, though, that turf, doesn't it? You kind of got to be careful how well you slide.
Turf burn.
Yeah. Comes Logan Littlefield home. That would be on the Thomas Pelkey hit.
Would tie up the ball game at 4. Yeah, the Witches looking for the go-ahead run.
Yep. That's Cooper Charette grounding to second. Get the out at first. But run scores on that play. Anderson Clifford scores from third base before they got the out at third on Pelkey trying to advance. It was essentially an inning double play, but the run scored before that to make it a 5-4 game. And the Witches added a run in the bottom of the 6th as Jake Perry reached base on a strikeout wild pitch, stole second, went to third on a ground out by Blake Littlefield and scored on a wild pitch. But that was an important extra run for Brewer because they could play from 2 runs ahead in the 7th rather than worry about 1 run being the difference between a win and perhaps extra innings. But a nice come from behind win by the Brewer Witches. That's the one that they will savor, not only because it's against the Cross River rival, but in the manner of getting down 3-0 immediately, yet not giving up and coming back for the win.
And you mentioned it, but credit Blake Littlefield for settling in his last couple of innings, obviously keeping the Rams at bay and keeping his team in the ball game.
Yeah, didn't get overly frustrated, even though things weren't working incredibly well. As the innings went on, he wound up pitching 4 full innings. Gave up a run in the 4th as his pitch count got up to 90. He threw 90 pitches in the 4 innings, but he threw 42 in the 1st. But he shut him down in the 2nd and 3rd innings. Had strikeout pitch working. Did struggle with control, but didn't let Bangor add to its lead, except getting that one in the 4th after Brewer had scored their first run in the bottom of the 3rd.
And our game recap is presented by Hidden Meadows Golf Course. And Ernie got some other interesting factoids from this one.
Yeah, let's see here. Brewer Witches, 6 runs on 5 hits and 1 error. RBIs spread out all over the place. Blake Littlefield, Logan Littlefield, Thomas Pelkey, Cooper Charette, all with RBIs. Witches had 8 stolen bases, 4 of them coming from the leadoff batter, Jake Perry, who scored 3 runs in the game. And Eli Wall, 3 innings of relief pitching, allowed 2 hits, no runs, struck out 3, walked no one, did hit a couple of batters, but again, adding the walks and the hit by pitches, just 2, and going to pick up the win in that game. Bangor Rams had 4 runs on 6 hits and no errors. 2 hits apiece for Scotty Soccerbasin and Kyle Johnson, the 3-4 hitters for the Rams. Soccerbasin with a pair of doubles, one in the first inning that drove home 2 runs, and then an RBI double in the 4th inning to account for 3 of Bangor's 4 runs. Gavin Glanville-True reached base 3 times, scored twice for the Rams without a hit. He was hit by a pitch, walked twice. See, Bangor stole 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different players with 1 stolen base apiece, but Soccerbasin, the big hitter with the 2 doubles and the 3 RBIs before going out with some sort of leg injury there midway through the game. And Rutherford was the starting pitcher for Bangor, went 4 innings, allowed 3 hits, 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 8 strikeouts, wild pitch and a hit batter. But it's a Brewer with a come-from-behind victory. 6-4.
All right, thank you, Ernie, for the game recap. Again, brought to you by Hidden Meadows Golf Course. Time now for the play of the game. And we're going to give it to Thomas Pelkey's game-tying base hit. Play of the game brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street in Bangor, Union Street in Bangor, and Wilson Street in Brewer.
Pelkey had just come into the game a half an inning earlier defensively as Brewer made pitching changes, came in left field. So this was his first at-bat of the game. Worked the count to 2-2 before singling to right field to drive home Logan Littlefield from third base with the would have been the 3rd run of the inning to make it 4-4. And then Anderson Clifford wound up scoring on an infield ground out by Cooper Charette later in the inning. But down in the order, the Witches got some production there, particularly coming off the bench with Pelkey with that key hit.
And Ernie, who's going to be our player of the game?
Well, we're going to go to the bullpen for that one today as Eli Wall came into the game to start the 5th inning. And at this time, the score was Bangor 4 and Brewer 1. And let's see how he did. He faced only 3 batters in the 5th inning. There was a hit batter there, but a line drive double play to end the inning. And then Bangor came up and scored their 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Brewer scored their 4 runs in the bottom of the 5th to take a 5-4 lead in the 6th inning. Wall hit a batter with 1 out, but got the next 2 batters in a row, Glanville, True, and Sproul, the top of the order for Bangor, to get out of that inning unscored upon to maintain the lead for the Witches. Brewer added an insurance run in the bottom of the 6th, and then Wall got into a little difficulty at the start of the 7th. The first 2 batters with base hits, but then a fielder's choice ground out, retired a runner at second, and then Wall struck out the last 2 batters he faced to cap off the 3-inning shutout relief stint and also to pick up the pitching victory. So Eli Wall, the junior, started the game in left field and finished the game on the mound as the winning pitcher is our player of the game.
All right, congrats to Eli Wall, our Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center player of the game, brought to you by Heroes Sports Grill in downtown Bangor. Our upcoming broadcast schedule looks like this. We are off tomorrow. We're back at it on Wednesday from Hamden Academy as the Bronco softball team hosts the MDI Trojans. On Thursday, we'll head to Old Town as the Coyotes host the Herman Hawks. Monday, Bangor baseball hosting Mount Blue, and then another rivalry matchup on Tuesday, the Orono Red Riots taking on the Old Town Coyotes. And I must say, a member of our team, Callum Bryant, a junior right-hander for the Orono Red Riots. And I know earlier this season, he pitched a no-hitter and struck out 12 against George Stevens. So we'll see if he ends up on the mound there.
Are you saying he'll be doing both camera and mound duty?
No, I guess we could do cap cam.
Put one on the cap, yeah.
Yes. Why not? I'm sure he'd be up for it. I don't know if his coach would be.
Yeah, right.
He's always looking to add something to the broadcast, but looking forward to those upcoming games here on Ticket TV. Now let's thank our crew for their work here today on this beautiful day. Max Pottle, our producer and director, also responsible for the graphics. Camera operators, Matt Cunha, the veteran, and making his debut here today, Dylan Hodgson, another student, I should say, from UTC, and a student of Aaron Jackson. Scoreboard, Jay Baines, Ernie Clark, my broadcast partner here from Hedrick Field. Ernie, thank you.
My pleasure.
We'll see you soon.
Yes,
Jim
sir.
Churchill saying good evening from Hedrick Field. The final score in this one, the Brewer Witches 6 and the Bangor Rams 4. This has been high school baseball on Ticket TV.
Make the switch to Hopkins Energy, your trusted source for #2 heating oil. In Maine's challenging climate, emergencies can happen anytime. That's why we offer fast and responsive emergency fuel deliveries, as well as automatic deliveries. Our dedicated team is always just a call away, ensuring you never run out of fuel. Dependable service tailored to your needs. Visit hopkinsenergy.com.
Any job goes more smoothly and successfully with the right people on your team, like the people at Hammond Lumber Company, where you'll find high-quality building materials from industry-leading suppliers and get expert advice and professional services. Hammond offers timely delivery with their own fleet of trucks, with boom and forklift trucks available. For your next project, get the materials and services you need to succeed from Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
Maine's largest network of parts just got a little bigger. Coastal Auto Parts, newest location in Bangor, has all your automotive needs to get you to the moments that matter most. Whether you're a professional mechanic or just need a little help, find everything you need all under one roof. Our knowledgeable staff is here to assist you with friendly service and expert advice right here at 200 Sylvan Road, just off I-95. Drive in, stock up, and hit the road with confidence. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
You've lived quite a life. Now, it's time to live it up. We're here to help you enjoy all you've earned. Brewer Federal Credit Union. BrewerFCU.org.
Maine football's purpose and belief are represented in the One Direction arrow. The arrow is a reminder that it takes all of us working together to be the best. Blackbird Nation, join us as we work in one direction towards victory. One team, one state, one direction.
High school sports on Ticket TV has been brought to you by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street, Bangor, Union Street, Bangor, and Wilson Street, Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Next Home Experience. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Hidden Meadows Golf Course in Old Town, where golf is for everyone. Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center in downtown Bangor. Heroes is the place to be. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. UMaine Athletics. For Black Bear tickets, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-BEAR. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's best driver's education for 56 years. Ticket TV is also brought to you by Darling's Auto Group, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Bangor Mall Cinemas, Glenburn Landscape and Supply Company, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Bangor Window Shade and Drapery, Doors Equipment Company, Union Street Towing, Pushaw Energy, The Fitch Company, Bennett Auto Center, The Growing Place, Hillside Athletics, UMaine Early College, Bangor Tire Company, Old Town Redemption Center, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Saliba's Rug Cleaners, Traditions Golf Course, North Star Waste and Recycling, Bar Harbor Hannaford, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Hopkins Energy, Coastal Auto Parts, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Hammond Lumber Company, First National Bank, and Thomas College. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and 92.9 The Ticket.